What we're going to be doing is a side-by-side comparison to an Astra A-100 and 45 to a SIG P228. Supposedly the Spanish had used a P226 as a basis to build this off of. Comparison size wise, I'm going to use a 228 because it's more closer to the size than what a 226 is. 226 is a full size. The grip size is the same as a 226, but barrel length and everything else is closer to a 228. So we're going to do a comparison to this. We're going to be doing some weights. Kind of interesting was I did a preliminary weight on the whole gun without a magazine, and the A-100 was only like 5 ounces heavier than what the SIG was. It feels a lot heavier with the steel frame than with the alloy frame or aluminum. So we'll start stripping them down and seeing how the components look similar inside. Outside, basically, the only thing really is different is the takedown lever is on the reverse side. You've got the slide lock, the decocker. There's no safety on either one. You got the mag release. You get a little bit of a heel there, or this has got a eyelet hammer. This has got a spur hammer. So we'll get into this. As you can see, the barrels are slightly different, how the cut is. The springs are the same, except the SIG uses a spiral wound spring, where this is just a standard. But everything else looks quite similar. Nothing wants to sit up. Now, like I say, on mine, you can see on the Astra, it has an external extractor. On mine, this is an older 228. It has an internal extractor. You can see that in the Astra, it's got a retained spring where the SIG does not. Looks quite similar inside. None of the components are interchangeable. Let's do a weight. This is a SIG P. This is a SIG 2 P228 frame without slide, coming in at 12.1 ounces. This is Astra A-100 coming in at 1 pound, 1.7 ounces. So you're looking about 6 ounces more. Not quite a half a pound. This is Astra A110 or A100 45 coming in at 13.7 ounces. Barrel and spring. SIG, this is a 9 P228 14.4. I did notice that the slides are SIG's slightly longer. Probably about a ½ inch. Looking at 6 3/4 on the SIG, and we're looking at less than 6 1/2, more like 6 1/4 on the Astra. This has got the steel frame compared to the SIG's got an alloy or aluminum frame. You can definitely, besides the weight, I mean, you can tell the difference there. The weight is a factor there. So basically, everything kind of goes back the same way together. Just lined up. Back, lock it in place. Lever down. Cocker. Trigger, I don't have a trigger pull spring or gauge to tell what it is. I'm gonna say they're pretty close. And double action, single action, get a little bit of take up, pretty clean, crisp. Get a little bit of take up also. Same thing. I gotta say the triggers are, even though the design is a little bit different, the feel of it, the pull of it is quite similar. You see the trigger guards, this one's got like a little heel or spur at the front, where this SIG has, it's all rounded. You know, so this SIG is an older one, it doesn't have the rail on it. Sorry, a little burp. This one was made in Germany. So there's been a lot of people talking about comparing this to the SIGs. Can't say it's not got ideas from it. Quite similar looking. A lot of them call them a clone. It is, but there's no parts that are interchangeable. Even the magazines will not change. I can't compare it to with the magazines, because this, like I said, this is a 45 where this is a 9. Weight wise, if I I think the 229 was in a 45. I know it was in a 40, but I'm gonna say I don't think the weight's gonna be that much difference than what this is. But basically, it's because this is alloy with this is steel, and that there's no serrations on the front, nothing on the back. Where the SIG has the serrations on the front, and it's got a wraparound grip, so it's got some texture in the back. This one does have its paddle grips. Take them off. Doesn't also, from my understanding, the grips will not fit either. Which, just looking at it, I can see where it comes up under the frame right here. Set up differently. SIG's got this little bit thickness coming up to match the slide. It also has a little bit, but not as much as what the SIG is. It's not as much of a step. So, hopefully you enjoy this. If you do like, this is Rich from AZ Gun Guys. Tony's incapacitated right now. He's having knee surgery. So you'll be seeing us later on, especially since the weather's starting to break and getting a little cooler. Have a good day. Thanks.